Good afternoon and welcome to On the Spot Motorsports Media. I'm your host, Mitchell Gunter, right along with Robert Simpson. And tonight we have the owner of the Southeast Gasser Association, Leslie Horne, joining us. We're going to talk a little bit about what has been going on, some of the winners here in 2026, and the upcoming race at Rockingham. Rockingham, the owners there, they put a lot of money in their facility here this past year. So it's going to be pretty neat to have those style cars on the track. And I tell you, if you live in that general area, you're going to want to tune in tonight and you're going to want to join in on the festivities there at Rockingham. But before we get into that, we have a few commercials and we'll be right back after these messages.
Reliability to drive thousands of miles. Confidence for those who fly high. Redline oil products give you the power to crush the competition. And a track record of being the best. Redline oil products. You push it to the limit. We'll protect it.
Ready to take your engine to the next level? Scorpion Racing Products delivers precision-engineered, high-performance rocker arms that dominate the track. 100% CNC machined in the USA with aerospace-grade aluminum for unmatched strength and durability. Our rocker arms handle extreme conditions with multiple ratios available to fit your needs. Backed by our exclusive lifetime warranty. When performance matters, choose Scorpion Racing Products. Proven, reliable, unstoppable.
With more than 30 years of engine and drivetrain experience, Big Stuff is your one-stop total power management solution. Whether you're controlling a 600 horsepower street car and want the best drivability, or have a 6,000 horsepower race car, need the most bulletproof, reliable control hardware, Big Stuff can do it all. All of our components are designed and manufactured right here in the USA, including our computers, wiring harnesses, touchscreen displays, and more. Nothing is built offshore, and we take pride in being one of the only automotive aftermarket manufacturers that can say this. Learn more at bigstuff3efi.com or connect with us on Facebook and Instagram for more information.
Yeah, we also want to thank Larice Motorsports Insurance for jumping on board with On the Spot Motorsports Media for the remainder of this year and hopefully beyond. And I'll tell you what, if you don't have coverage for your trailer, your car, all the contents in it, I tell you what, it can come to a devastating halt if something happens. So remember Larice Motorsports Insurance before you go to your next racing event. Leslie, I want to thank you for taking some time out of your busy schedule. I know y'all's season has got off to a quick start, and y'all are actually looking forward to going to Rockingham coming up here real soon.
Yes, we are. Yes, we got off to a rainy start, though, it seems like. It seems like rain has tried to get us everywhere we went. We've had to deal with it, and it got us this past weekend at Knoxville. Still had a great time. Wes put on a great show up there, had us a band Friday night, fed us all some pork tenderloin. It was really great. Had a big turnout Saturday, even including the rain was there. So we tried our best to get it in, but the rain just happened to fall. It come in the first time around 12:30. It rained to about 1:30. The sun come out, dried up. We thought we was going to get to kick it off, and we was kicking off at 5 o'clock. And guess what time it started raining? 4:59. Yeah, 4:59. So it
just
rained
wanted to teach you a little bit.
Yeah, it rained to about 6, a little after 6, I guess, a pretty steady rain. And then Wes and them jumped out there. He had blowers brought in, rented them to dry the track. They worked on it. And we finally got started back at 7:30, and then we made it to 10, or right at before 10, probably a little bit after 9:30, I guess. And then the rain come back again, and then that done us in. It was dark, no sun, nothing to help us dry it. It was just over with. And they wasn't an option for Sunday due to weather, because it was even worse for Sunday up there. And matter of fact, a lot of people that stayed overnight Saturday night, they had to have people come and tow them out and had to get rollbacks to get them out because there's so much rain coming in. It was over ankle high when you stepped out of your rigs. So yeah, it was a mess, but hey, we take the good with the bad and go on,
That's right. Yeah. We can't never change Mother Nature's mind. No, it's just part of racing.
That's what I love is the apps. The apps you look at, you can look at 5 different apps. You have 5 different answers.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I always tell all the racers, they'll say, hey, have you seen the weather? Nah, I ain't even looked at it. That's what I tell them all the time. But yeah, I'll be looking at these apps all the time. And so whenever they call me, I tell them, I said, the app that I look at, it's showing sunshine and unicorns. It's going to be great. We going racing. And they said, what app do you look at? I said, it's called the Promoter app. It's really hard to get, but maybe one day I can hook you up with it. So that's what I do. The Promoter app always says sunshine.
Always. Oh yeah. Hey, well, that's honest too, because your car's right there too. So you want to get out there and race with everybody else, but
yeah, we really want to race. And I got 2 cars now. I don't know if y'all know or not, but I got a super stock car. I didn't take it to this last race, which I'm kind of glad I didn't now, but. I acquired a 67 Camaro super stock car as well.
That's it. Now that you said it, I was like going, man, there is something. And I forgot about that, honestly.
We're going to do a good bit of stuff to it, so I don't know if it'll make Rockingham or not. I don't know if y'all know or not, but I leave Monday the 6th, and I'm going up to Waupaca, Wisconsin, up there, in Appleton, Wisconsin, where Greg's at. Mm-hmm. I've been invited to come up to the Iowa car show up there and bring my rig and stuff and set up there beside Greg. And so I'll be up there that weekend, and then I'm going to leave my rig with Greg, fly home for a couple of days, and then fly back out again Tuesday, and then drive over to Byron, Illinois to the Meltdowns. Paul's been nice enough to invite some of us Southeast Gassers up there. And I'm hoping there's going to be about 20 of us goes, but you know how racers are. They'll wait to the last minute and bail on you. But I know that the Night Stalker's going. I know that I'm going. I know Greg's going to be there. I think Diana Castro and them and Quick Draw, I think they're going to be there. Zach Hall may make it. I can't remember if he said he was going to make it or not, but there's going to be a few of us there. So we're gonna put on some exhibition stuff. We're gonna run only the 1/8 mile. So anyway, I'm excited to be up there with Paul. I met Paul at Iowa last year. Just a super nice guy and what you're doing. And they posted that thing when it went online for tickets and stuff was available to get in for entries, and I think it sold out in like an hour or 2 hours, like 450 spots. So it's going to be pretty big. It's all types of gassers, It's not in nostalgia cars, It's right. Automatics, it's blowers, it's whatever. But that don't mean that they're not cool as well too. I know that Southeast Gassers has got its rules and it fits some people and some people it don't. But it don't mean those other guys' cars ain't cool too with all the work they put in. If you put work in these cars and you love what you're doing and you're going to support the local tracks, I'm behind you 100%. No matter what it is.
Yeah, I completely agree. Now, the question: when y'all match race, clocks on, clocks off?
Probably be clocks on more than likely. If they write clocks on with the rest of them, that'll be fine. It'll be clocks to be on. Joker's trying to make it we call it a rivalry between North and South, but they ain't no telling what Joker's gonna come up there with. I'm going with my SEGA legal car. Actually, I'm actually putting my backup engine in. I'm gonna get my other one freshened up while I'm gone. So I just got my engine back from Dean. He's had my engine in his car all year. Dean Jonas and Orange Nova. He's one of our tech guys, and he hadn't got his engine fixed yet. So he'd been running my engine all year. So I talked to him yesterday. He said, I'll just jerk it out. We'll put it in your car, and you go up there and do that. That way you get your other freshened up, because I'm going to be pushed for time. I won't be back home till the 20th. So I'm going to be pushed to get ready to get to the next race, if I had to pull the engine out and outstation him to fresh it up, put it back in, and leave, go up there.
Man,
Yeah, it sounds like it's going to be a great opportunity for y'all to showcase y'all's talents up there. And, that just draws more and more people to hopefully come a little further south to watch y'all, at tracks like Shady Side.
Yeah, and the thing about it, too, there's a lot of those guys that are super, super cool. I've met a lot of them up there last year. I met a lot of them at the PRI show, and I'm looking forward to meeting some of the other guys and anybody that's got the passion, like I say, to go do this and go have fun and understand and see the big picture. It ain't always about the fastest car, the most competitive car, whatever. You got to look at it as a show, and we're there to put on a show for the fans. And we got to have the fans there. We got to have them in the stands in order for we can even do the show. So,
Right.
I'm just excited to go. I mean, it's going to be long haul for me. I mean, I know Greg's probably on here thinking a long haul. I do that every time, you know, and I
That's
get it.
true. It's true. He does.
But it's going to be a long turnaround. It's going to be about 3,000 miles, you know, so that's a pretty good bit. And I was going by myself, but Carburetor Bob, I don't know if y'all know who Carburetor Bob is. I'm sure y'all know who Carburetor Bob is. He goes with me to all the races, and so anyway, he was giving Elder Brock and stuff. But
I've seen your crew.
He's been in some of your pictures when you have won, hadn't he?
Oh yeah. He has. So
I just didn't know the Carburetor Bob part.
Yeah, that's what everybody knows him by, is Carburetor Bob. His name's Bob Zabo. But yeah,
I like it.
Yeah, he was. Some of his wife was the kin folks to Vic Elderbrock and all that stuff. He worked with Vic and all of them for years.
Oh,
so
wow.
He's a pretty cool, unique guy to talk to. A lot of interesting stories over the years, that's for sure. About like Gene Fulton, he can tell you some stories.
That's another person. Woo, my gracious, man, I can only imagine. And I tell you, you know what? Somebody brought up a good point. Mike brought up a good point. It's like going, if you had the opportunity, you and Joker, hey, it's grudge. So there are no rules. You know what I mean? First to the finish. Leave a tire rule on it. Leave a tire rule. Yeah. But, you know.
But I'm not going to mess with my car for that.
I know.
I'm going, it was SEGA legal. That's what I'm going to represent as SEGA. And, you know, if the Joker comes up there with an 814 cubic inch for the blower, that's on him. It's not on me. he can't even get it down the track with what he's got, let alone something that makes it
okay. Shots fired. Shots fired. I got you. I know Greg's going to hear this. He's like, oh, I got something for you. I know that.
Yeah.
That's being his home ground, his home track or home area, I should say. But I tell you, the Meltdown Drags, I had some buddies that went to it, and they said, man, dude, it is great. It is a lot of fun, big turnout, always. Yeah. And it's just a lot of fun on nostalgia. So
I'm just looking forward to seeing some of the cool cars that I hadn't seen and stuff from up that way.
I can't believe that Night Stalker's back in the fold. I work on the Night Stalker. I've known Greg. I'm gonna call him Night Stalker because of the other Greg, but I've known the Stalker for quite a while, a good many years, and he had been wanting to come back. And when he was there, they wasn't really a rule, and then Quayne changed some rules somewhere around 13, 14, somewhere in that range, right.
and it made his engine illegal. And then he just decided not to come back. And so he told me this year, he told me he was going to commit this year. He got a big block, a Fulton big block, and it was a roundabout way that one of our other racers had it, and I ended up with it, let him have it. Long story, but anyway, he's put a commitment in, and he's been 100% committed, even to the point when he hurt his motor at the last race at Brainerd. He put a small block in there just to come up there this weekend, and darn if he didn't bend the valve in that thing in Friday night. So I mean, just getting the gremlins out. It's been a while, but he told me he sat on the couch for 10 years, and that's 10 years he can't get back. He said he don't have to be the one that wins every race. He's coming to have fun and spend time with the family and be part of the family, and that's what it's all about. You know, guys like that, you know, legends in their own, I could say their own mind or whatever, in their own right. They're known.
I know what you
known locally well, and he got a huge following. And then his wife, he actually met his wife at a gasser race years ago.
Really?
So it's just great to have her back too, and she has her own thing too. I think it's called Dixie Chicks or something. And she does clothing, does vintage stuff, and she's his backup girl. And it's just nice to have them there. Just super, super nice people. And I mean, he lives that lifestyle. He lives the vintage car lifestyle. I mean, he's got a barn full of old cars. He likes old stuff. That's what he drives. And don't get it twisted. He could drive 10 of whatever he wanted to drive, but he just chooses to drive that, live that. So when you see a definition of cool, he should be out there beside it.
Now, you're right about that, because I was at the Tri-5 last year. I'm going again this year, and I've gone for the past 3 or 4 years. And, of course, exhibition and different cars are coming through there, and I was filming. I turned around, and he came around the corner. And I'm sitting there, the guy next to me, I said, dude, is that Porter's car? Is that really Stalker? And they're like going, what are you talking about? And I walked around. I'm sitting there walking around practically in the water box. People, I said, going, okay, this is the car. And sure enough, he did a burnout for about 300 foot. I said, yep, that's it. And I've never seen it in person until then. I was like, I've got to see this, man. So I sat there and watched it more than I filmed. And,
Yeah.
you know, and I mean, he was getting the bugs out of it, but have mercy, that sucker got lit. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, it did. I was like going, oh my gracious, man.
Yeah.
And, so yeah, it's definitely, it's good to see that name and that driver,
Yeah.
back in, SEGA. And I tell you what, you're a hard man to catch, man. You're very, very busy. I mean,
I stay on the go a lot, you know, when you trying to run real estate, and then, you know, I got several properties, and then I try to do some flips on some houses, then I'm trying to mess with cars, and I do stuff, then I got a family, and then trying to do Sega. I mean, I don't, some days I want to just lay down and say, just close the door, forget about it for at least a couple hours.
You're burning that candle at both ends and both sides.
Yeah, and it seems like someday, Mitchell, I do that. It seems like I go all day, and I look back at the end of the day, I'm like, what did I really do today? I didn't get nothing done. It seems like sometimes. So.
Oh, I could totally relate to that. But
well, I want to talk a little bit about AGAS real quick, and Ben Christopher. Man, he is doing pretty well.
Yeah, Ben has done well. Ben's a good friend of mine. Actually, he just lives right over the road here from me. He's had a Jason Line engine. I think they worked on it a couple of years now. He had one last year, and it wasn't a full blown Jason Line engine last year, and it broke a valve spring or a valve or something. So he was out of racing for a while. So I let him borrow Old Faithful, my backup engine. He was able to run the rest of the season with Old Faithful, and he done really good with it, run some good times. And I thought he was going to outrun me with a thing there a couple of times. I mean, he went like a 7. We was at Gulfport. I think he went like a 17 with an 8, and he was a hooping in the holler. And I went out there and went like a 17 with a 6, and then he went back out there and did like a 17 with a 5. I went back out there and like a 17 with a 1. So
now that's racing right there.
So we was back and forth with each other, and it was I think it was last year. Yeah, it was last year where we had lined up. We was in the finals 8 times, and I had outrun him 8 times, and so. He said he owed me back, so he finally, at Jackson last year, I think it was, Jackson, he finally got around me. And then during the off season, Jason worked with his engine a little bit more, from what I understand. They got a little more power out of it, and it's running really good. And then Brian Harris, you know, which is my chassis tuner guy, he carries his car up there, and Brian worked on his car a little bit, and it's really been going straight. But now Ben's been racing for as long as I can remember. I mean, when I was little, I remember seeing him do some street racing and stuff, and he's been all kinds of drag racing. So Ben acts all shy and quiet and don't say nothing, like he don't know nothing, but he's a smart fella.
Yeah, he's actually won 2 back-to-back. Then he won Bama, and then he won up there at Ringgold.
I told him Monday, I called him, I said, boy, I know you was doing that rain dance because you was scared to death that chick magnet was going to tattoo you. So that's what I said, you was scared. So you was the happiest man there whenever it got postponed, wasn't you? He said, nah, that was what you was doing. So anyway, and then, you know, he tried to run over me at Brainerd.
I was wondering when that was going to come up. Yeah, I was wondering when that was going to come up.
He tried to run over me. We was going into the semifinals, and I was getting out of my car, and he just come down through there, and he just tried to run over me. He was so worried about lining up beside that chick man. He was so nervous. And listen, get this, y'all. We was in the staging lanes, and guess how many cars was in the staging lanes when he come down through there? One.
Don't tell me.
6 lanes. And you're going to tear my door off. And what makes it so bad, I just got that door put on because I tore the whole side off with it at the final at Shady side when I smacked the wall. I was like, man, thanks, Ben. And so then I put a piece. I wish I had the car here, but it's up at Brian's. I put a piece of caution tape when you open the door. It's the red and white reflective tape like you see on trailers. And I had Charlie to put lettering on it. For Ben Christopher, happy days. I can't remember if I put please do not hit. I can't remember if I put something on it. So now when I open the door and he's coming through there, he can see it. Maybe he won't run into me.
Well, what it was, he wanted to mess up the aerodynamics of your car before the semifinal round, so he'll be able to beat you.
Yeah, that's what it was. But he felt terrible about it, and it was just one of those freak accidents. It's just his tires is like mine. See, back in the earlier days when the Gassers was built, you had to have the tires outside the quarters. I think it was an inch,
right,
or an inch and a quarter or something. I mean, it's changed over the years now. Now it's flush. The bulge has just got to be out. But his tire just caught my door, the edge of my door, and just rolled it right around. And it damaged it pretty good, more than it looked like in the thing. Whenever we pulled the door panel off of it, it was busted inside and out. But my buddy Little Dave, that's what I call him. That's his name. That's where everybody knows him as. He knocked that thing out for me in 3 days, and we put it back on. Then Charlie come up and lettered it a couple of days later, and so it was good to go. So anyway, we got it put back together. But yeah, I like to give Ben a hard time. Ben's not. He's a lot like me. He don't talk a whole lot, so it's hard if you get too much out of Ben. He'll make a little corny joke every now and then, but he don't say a whole lot.
I tell you, I met him in Georgia when y'all were down there, and he had that thing apart just doing maintenance and stuff like that. And I was, care if I take pictures? Sure. I said, I won't share him. He goes, yeah, don't share nothing.
Yeah, he's like
I
the
get it.
opposite of me. I'll tell you anything. Ben won't tell you nothing.
Well,
Ben probably won't tell you what color his car is if you asked him. What color's your car? I'm not sure. I think it's green. That's the way he is.
Well, I look at it like it. I agree with you. I look at it like it's like going, well, that's that person's ride. They've put the money and the time and effort in it. They could tell me whatever they want or nothing. It don't hurt my feelings either way. But no, it was not only very well, it is very well built, detailed. But you start looking at little details, I'm like going, ooh, okay, this is trick. I like this.
Yeah, that's what I tell him. I said, you come out there and pick on me. You got a full-blown Matchbox race car, and I got a big old shoebox. I'm trying to drive down there with a stock chassis. I got a street car, and you out here picking on me with a Jason line power plant. I'm just an old redneck here with an old Fulton motor.
I hear you, man. Now, if you put surface area to surface area, yeah, he's got you beat. That ain't no lie. But
just take a look at it. It's a beautiful car.
Mitchell, that doesn't give justice of how cool that car is when you see it in person, especially when he has a part doing maintenance. It's very cool. But and Leslie, them in-car videos you've posted, especially with you and Ben running side by side, that is some good racing.
Hey, that one that I posted there, Rob, it was probably maybe year and a half ago or so. I think it was back. I didn't have my gloves on, if I remember right. But that video, I shared that thing, and it was up in the millions of views. It just the way the car just left, and him right in my window, you could just see him just wheeling right out beside me. That was so pretty. And we got to the end down there. He's like, "How did you beat me? I don't know how you beat me." I said, "All I know is the light come on my side."
That's all you care.
That's all I care about. So,
you were doing some driving too. You were up on the wheel. You were doing some sawing.
Yeah, I remember we had to do a little saw in there when I went in third. It kind of started rolling over to him a little bit, and I think it got over the marbles a little bit, but it made it to the other end there in a hurry. But
yeah, and I'm sure he was doing the same. You couldn't tell from.
Yeah. But that camera angle there that I post, I post the same thing all the time because it's just the angle it is. I want to do something a little different because I feel like everybody's getting tired of it. And then when I don't post, when everybody says, "Hey, where's the videos from this weekend?" But I usually try to post, and I hadn't even posted from this past weekend yet. I've been so busy. I'm trying to get ready to go up to Wisconsin. I was gone last weekend. We done a little mini vacation, and we was gone, or not last weekend, the week before the weekend. So, and then I was trying to get ready. I just been really, really stretched out for time. So,
no doubt.
Now another racer I want to kind of hit on is Jerry Dean.
Yeah,
I tell you what, he is a monster to deal with over there in that class, the super
stock. That's the super stock class.
Now, I believe this is his car, correct?
Yeah, that's it. Little Rebel. Yep. He has just been absolutely dominating the field. I think he's had like 33 or 34 races in a row that he's won. And I think during that time he's only lost. I know I said that he's won in a row, but he'd only lost like one when he had a valve spring broke, and then he lost one the last race, not at Brainerd, and he spun the tires is what happened to him on that one. But that's the only ones that he's lost. So his tuner's Kerry Mitchell, which is out of the Mitchell family that does all the super stock and stuff. That's all they do. So, and Jerry Dean told me, he said during the off season, said they tried 44 different cams in that engine on the dyno. So they do a lot of RD.
Wow.
And they got certain shocks for certain tracks because they done a shock rule last year or something where they had to go to those old 3-clicker shocks and done away with the adjustables.
Right.
And if you go to his trailer, it looks like you at Summit or something. He's got so many different shocks, and I think he just buys the shocks and dynos them and then gets the best ones out of it and then puts the other ones to the side or whatever. I don't know what he does, but
it's like going in a dirt car trailer.
Yeah.
And not only is car very competitive, but he is too as a driver on his reaction times. Yeah,
he is. He's been around, from what I understand. He's been around a long time driving stuff. I I don't know Jerry that well because I just recently bought the Superstock car, like I say, at the last race. And so I've been looking at the rules in Superstock, and we're planning on doing a good bit to that car too before I carry it back. Just nothing wrong with the car, just stuff that I want to do to suit me on the car. The car it was still fast. I qualified number 3 with it the first time I got in it at the last race there. So, but there's a big difference in a 680 and a 515. So big difference.
Oh yeah, it's like you all want to adjust the radio and stuff like that, compared to what you're used to.
Well, that last pass I made in it, I was on second qualifying. I was determined I was going to turn it 8,000 RPMs. When I left good. It's 8,000. I tried to watch the tag when it went from second to third. I was trying to get it to third. It's like the tag was just barely moving. I didn't think it's ever going to get to 8,000. And then finally I shifted it barely over. But it is a very, very strong one-way technology engine in the car. It does have a G-force, does have a ram clutch. It's got all the good stuff. And like I say, we got a few plans for it to kind of pick up on the suspension wise. I felt like I was driving a boat compared to the Chick Magnet. It was like flopping all over the track and wobbling up and down, and it's got those little bitty 7-inch tires on the back, and it was rolling around. And I was like almost laughing in the thing by the time I got to the finish line, and it was like, dang, it's terrible.
Oh, now listen what you just
Sounds
said.
like it'd be fun to drive.
You drive a straight axle, 12-inch tires, 3,000 pounds with
10-inch tires. Yeah.
Excuse me, 10-inch tires, 3,000 pounds with, but you know what I'm saying. You know what I mean? And a lot of power. Okay, and you're saying that your car, Chick Magnet, drives smoother currently than your Super Stocker.
Oh, by far. Not even close. I mean, by far. It's just when I'm sitting in the Chick Magnet, the way it's set up for me, the way I'm comfortable with it, the way I got my seat down. I mean, I know this is going to sound corny. I feel like I'm almost in a recliner. Right. And usually the car goes straight. I mean, there's been a couple of times we get something quirky, we line up a little crazy, but usually if I do my job, it's hard to catch the Chick Magnet. Until here lately, Ben's picked up his program. Chase Howard, he had picked up his program. He's running really good. Well, matter of fact, we got the baddest A-gas class this year that we've had. We had a 19 or 20 at Alabama. And I always looked down through there, and I told Ben, I said, man, this is the baddest A-gas cars that we have ever had. And we got Mr. Quick, Rare Martian motor. We've got all kinds of people out there represented. Kazi's out there, Jason Lyons, Fulton, Parr. I know I'm forgetting some. I'm going to leave somebody out. And then we got the Marlon Shortback in his car. And that's a cool little car, that little green Ford Coupe. It's a cool little car. But anyway, we've got we got a lot of
that.
Yeah. That's a cool little car. I'm glad to see it back. But it's a small block. Small block got a little bit of a break this year. So, and then Kenneth was fighting. Kenneth Phillips in the Silver Strait. He's been fighting a little bit of health issues, and he was back at Brainerd and was super, super fast. And he went to the finals, and his line lock broke, and he spun there because Ben would have had his hands full there. So
there's Ben right there.
Yeah, there's Ben popping in. I can't see what he says because I have put my glasses on to see.
He said, "J Line fool." Jason Line.
J Line's a fool. What are you saying?
No. He ain't saying it like that. He said instead of saying Jason Line, as far as engine builders.
Oh,
he said it's J Line. That.
Oh,
anyway,
okay.
he's just picking at you.
Oh, J Line. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just picking at you.
Leslie, I want to throw some pictures up on your car just in case we have some people tuning in that this is their first time, learning about the Southeast Gasser Association, learning about you. And so I want to pop up your car on the screen and let you kind of talk to everyone about it real quick.
Okay. There it is. It's a 55 Chevy. It was originally built, and I think in 2012 or 13, Quayne Stott originally built the car to resell, from what I understand. And him and Shannon Smith was in together. And then when the car got closer to being done, from what Quayne's story told me was that Shannon just come over one day and said, Quayne, I can't let it go. I got to buy it. So he ended up buying it, and that car was the Pale Rider. And when it was the Pale Rider, Shannon won several races. I don't know how many, but I know he won 2 championships in it at that time. Take in mind, it was a different time as far as times at that time.
Right.
And then Shannon had a daughter going to school, several things going on. And so one day I was just talking to Shannon, was a friend of mine. I've known him forever too. Went to school with him in Landrum for a little while. And I told him I was looking at another car. He said, I'll just sell you mine. Well, I don't think he thought I was serious. So I told my wife, I said, let's ride up to the Hare and the Hound, which is in Landrum. And so we rode up there. And I said, hey, I want to call Shannon right here and look at this car. And at this time, he had hit the wall with it on the passenger side. It was pancaked a little bit on that side. He'd scraped it up, but I think they had moved the rear end back over. Had busted a wheel, several things on it. And so he had made me a price on it. So when I went and looked at it, it was in his shop, and I just told him, I said, Shannon, I'll take the car. How you want me to pay you? You want check, cash, half and half? What you want me to do? And so he kind of got quiet for a minute, and he said, whatever's fine with me. So I ended up buying it, and like I say, I think I shocked him. I don't think he thought I was going to buy it, and I brought it home, and we started working on it, and Brian started working on it. Changed a lot of stuff with the car. I'm not saying there was nothing wrong with it, but we did make a lot of changes for the car that suited me. We had to stiffen the car up. It had a good bit of chassis flex and stuff in it. And then I had Gene, the engine that was in it, believe it or not, that's one I call Old Faithful. I still got it, and it's still running strong. Gene went back through it. We done a little bit of cam change and a few things to it, done some head work, and the car actually was fast. I've actually been in the teens with the old motor in it. I think I went an 18 or 19 in it. I don't think I went as fast as Ben did with it, but it's I still got that motor now, and as a matter of fact, that's the engine I'm putting in the car to go up to Wisconsin is that engine. But back to the car, which I'm sorry, y'all get on these tangents.
That's fine.
You're good.
Back to the car, it's just a straight axle, and the people that don't know the Southeast gassers is A gas is 6 pounds per cubic inch, B gas is 8 pounds per cubic inch, C gas is 10 pounds per cubic inch, and super stock is pretty much so 9 3/4 per cubic inch. Super stock, you don't have to have a straight axle. There are more of cars like you see at the grocery store that you drive to the drag strip and then go back home. They have to have seats, carpet in them, headliners. They run on a 7-inch tire. Real cool class. And I want to see that class really take off and do good. That's one of the reasons why I bought the Camaros, to keep it in the Southeast Gasser family. And I want it to be a class that's up and coming. But go back to C-Gas. I started out in C-Gas. I used to run the car called the Stud Muffin, which is the white wagon that Jerry Perdue's got now.
Yep.
I think he took the Stud Muffin off of it. He just couldn't live up to that expectation of that name, I guess.
I was wondering you're going to say that. He couldn't live up to the name? Is that what you're trying to say?
He couldn't live up to that name. That's Quayne Stott's favorite name. He loves the name of that car.
And I want to apologize for starting to laugh, but I seen what Rocky put out there. And he wanted to know how us two were going to end the show because he says you never stop talking.
Yeah, he's right. It's kind of like sometimes I get on a roll and I can't stop. But other times you might talk to me and they're like, "What's wrong with him? He ain't talking." But I'm just on the roll tonight.
Nah, you're good. You're good, brother.
But yeah, going back, let me explain the classes right quick, Robert. It was they're all straight axle. All the gassers are straight axle. They're all naturally aspirated. They're all clutch assist. None of our transmissions, even everybody says they're clutchless. They're not clutchless. They have, I think it's a 6-degree slant on the sliders. That might be more than what y'all even think I'm talking about. But
I know exactly what you're saying.
But the G-force transmission is so tough you can't just reach and grab it. I mean, you can leave. We leave on the clutch and that's it. You can just pull the gears. G-force, when G-force and Roby come into the Southeast Gassers probably 5 years ago, just an absolute. Don't even know how Southeast Gassers existed without G-force. I mean, that's how big. I'll give you, for instance, I'm not going to say no names. In 2020, I had 2 cars running. I had the Stud Muffin with Larry Floyd driving it, and I had the Chick Magnet. In 6 races, we went through 11 transmissions in 6 races before we went to G-force. And like I say, no hard feelings. The guy that done the transmissions, he said, "Hey, you might want to try G-force. I can't get my stuff to hold up for what y'all doing to it." And I'll never forget telling Roby, "I need you to build me another transmission. I need a spare." He said, "You won't need a spare with me." And he was right for a long time. But here lately, I got rough on them. But last year I broke several, but it was my fault. It wasn't the transmission's fault. I had this shifter that I had forever. It was an inline shifter. Mm-hmm. It was kind of like your favorite pair of shoes. You just wouldn't give it up. It was just It was so slick and worked so good. And I busted. I'm talking about absolutely destroyed 4 transmissions. And I called Roby and I said, Roby, look, I want a brand hammer new. I don't want nothing used. I want whatever it takes. I want a brand new one. Second pass, destroyed it. He said, man, you're going back to first gear. I said, dude, be for real. I ain't made 1,000 passes in my car. I'm not going back to first gear. There's no way. Come to find out, my shifter, the pins in it was wore out. And sure enough, when I was going from second to third, it was going back to first. And the car had so much torque and momentum, it just wouldn't even slow the car down. It just disintegrated the transmissions.
Wow.
Ooh,
And
that was a fusible link.
Woo, but that was a costly link, and thank God for Roby to help me through that, because that was a rough time. I was getting really frustrated with that thing, but it was just something that simple cost me, and it probably cost me the championship last year, because it took me out of contentions, like I say, 4 different times.
Well,
anyway.
that goes to show. I mean, I know you broke 4 transistors, but it goes to show how tough they are, because it literally took that, first, second, back to first.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, for it to actually break. So,
I'll tell you another quick story about that same shifter. Roby took that shifter and sent it off and had it rebuilt. He gave it back to me. He said, man, I got your shifter. I know it's sentimental to you. I said, I don't want that thing, man. It ain't sentimental to me no more.
It's up on the wall.
You can have that. You hang it on the wall, do whatever you want to do.
Hey, Ben, he's got a deal for you.
Yeah, I'm gonna let Ben use it.
It goes with the car, or it goes with the engine.
Yeah,
Shifter with
right.
an engine.
Well, Ben
Ben
hadn't had to use my engine, and I don't think he's going to. He's got that, what is it called? J-line, that J-line power. It is strong, and I'm glad to see Ben doing good. I know I give him a hard time, and I pick on all these boys, but I'm proud of all these boys. That's the one thing about me when I'm out there racing. If they outrun me, I'm not that guy that gets all mad and all that stuff. I'm happy for them, because they putting forth the effort to go out there. And I'm just glad I can be competition and drive them like that far, because there for a couple of years, I mean, let's be real. I had a little bit of cushion on all of them for a little while there. So they've caught up with me. A lot of them's caught up with me and passed me. Now I'm having to drive. I told Gene a couple of times. I told him he messed me up. That's the reason why I can't drive, because he gave me so much power. I could just leave and everybody else did. But them days is over with now.
Yeah.
Tell out beside Ben, ain't that right, Ben? That 008 at South Georgia, boy, that hurt, didn't it? Woo, that hurt.
Oh gosh, called him out again. Doggone, man.
Yeah. And then the time was about 700 or 800 slower than him too. That made it even worse. That was like, get the salt and pepper out.
Man, I tell you, you get in high gear and you're just looking. It's like, I'm catching you, but I'm running out of real estate. It's like, going, oh man. Yeah. Is what it is.
But that 008 to that one light he had, or that 8-9 light or whatever, they wouldn't even know that. He was like, "Oh, I done messed up. It's over with." He knew his flew in second gear. I don't even know what he's trying to say on here. I can't say what
he said. 003.
He said 003. Okay, 003. It was something.
He's giving you more of a compliment, man. He's agreeing.
Well, I done a bad job at red lighting, and I swear I don't know to this day how done it. He come up there. He said, "Horne, when's the last time you cut a 00 light?" I said, "When I was scared, I guess, because I don't even remember when I done it." So,
I sneezed, I coughed, I did something. I don't know. Something happened. I just let it loose, and that was it.
And that's about like the one in Alabama. It was, I think it was, wasn't it, Ben? It was the perfect light was a 4000, and I was a 3996. I think is what I was red.
Oh. Gosh,
so bad. Oh, y'all probably seen the video I posted. I didn't even know I'd red lit. And I had to stop. I had to get my glasses and put them on my head like this and look at the ticket and all that stuff. I went across the scales and everything. And then Ben's like, he was wondering what I was doing. He's like, "Man, what's he doing?" And I didn't even know I'd red lit. And what makes it so bad, Robert, this is the funny part. Down there in Alabama, the wind light on the sign was red. Instead of being white, it was red. Well, I done won several rounds, and I knew it was red. But I was over my lane when I went down through there, and I didn't see him. I seen the light come on for his side red. I thought he red lit. I said, "That dummy red lit." And it was me.
And it was on you.
But his light come on. So anyway.
You're like, I'm just going to be quiet right now. I'm just going to go on about my way right over here.
You'll have to go on and watch that video whenever I get my ticket. I keep looking at it. I keep studying it, because most of the time, your ticket will say, an 003 or an 081 or 0. This one had the whole digit out there, 4000. And I was trying to do the math. I was like, I should have paid more attention in math, because I'm like, I didn't red light, but come to find out I had red lit.
Well, we've had situations, well, actually at Gainesville, when we run certain times of the year, certain times of the day, whatever, like at the sun's aiming right down the track and you can't see wind lights for nothing. So a lot of times we get good down there, so you can't tell if anybody goes red, nothing. And so you're still racing. You get down there, and you several times go across like that, and neither light's on because we can't see because of the sun. So we're looking at each other, whoever you're racing against, and giving like this, something, give me something,
Yeah.
And it's like, but
and they're looking back at you like,
I know.
Yeah.
And you realize we're sitting there with neither one of us got our hands on the steering wheel. We're looking like this at each other, like going, we just went 110 miles an hour. And we're staring at each other with our hands on the wheel. It's like, okay, I think we need to change what we're doing here. But ladies and gentlemen, also, we wanted to let you know, thank you for joining in on us on the Spot Motorsports Media tonight. We got Leslie Horne, the El Presidente of the Southeast Gassers Association. Not only the president, but also a competitor in A-Gas and also in Superstock. But the thing that is wonderful about Southeast Gas Association is it's based on 1967
And back.
and back gasser rules. So you won't see anything newer than a 67. That's the first thing. Also, everything is manual shift, no automatics. Everything is manual shifts. You have to let off that third pedal on the left-hand side to take off. There are no rev limiters on the starting line. You will not hear no stutter boxes, no chattering, no nothing. All you hear is a symphony out of both cars up on the starting line. And then, like you said, there's cubic inch to weight for the classes, and obviously the faster classes being A-gas on down. But the competition, it's heads up. Typically, the clock's off. Pro Tree, first one to the finish line wins. And keep it off the line, keep it off your competitor, and let it eat. And it is some really, really, really good racing. And so we encourage everybody. You got to go out to see a Southeast Gasser race. And it's like Mitchell and I were talking about, we've got to get it on our schedule to come and attend one of the races, maybe the one in Alabama or something like that. But
the one in Gulfport is actually going to be a really great event because it's the same weekend as Cruising the Coast. I mean, it's like a big, gigantic car show. Everywhere you go down the road, you will see cars on both sides of the road. It is one of the most remarkable things that you ever will see. And to be able to go to the track and watch these guys race, in these type of model cars and see the backup girls, in their outfits and stuff. Leslie, one thing y'all were to add to y'all's program when, say, Gulfport.
What's that?
Have the fans dress up in the 50s and the 60s.
That would be cool. Well, that's what I was going to say. The parking lot there, whenever we have those races, is something to see. That first year I was down there, I didn't realize they made that many Tri-5s in my whole life. I didn't know they even produced that many. I think all of them was there. I think there was 10 million there, and I'm exaggerating a little bit. But every car that come in was a 55 or 56 or 57 Chevy, it seemed like. There's a few Camaros, but it was something to see. And another thing to keep in mind down there, when you go to Gulfport for Cruising the Coast week, they have something at the drag strip just about every night. Wednesday night they have a big shindig. Thursday night they have test and tune. They have burnout contests, and it's just a wild time. But this year you're also going to be getting two races. We're going to be racing Friday night and Saturday night. This year we will be racing Saturday night as well. Last year we started at 1 o'clock. The fans said they want us to start later, so this year we're going to be starting both races at 5 p.m. under the lights. Ooh. And just a cool facility. What the Cummins and them guys do down there with that track is unreal. The track is very long, got a lot of runoff, safe. I feel safe down there. They paved it last year. I mean, plenty of room to park. You can come early. They accommodate you to set your camper up. I mean, I highly, highly, highly recommend you come to every gasser race. But
of course,
if you have to pick one, that's going to be one to go to. And now here we are coming up on Rockingham. Guess what? We're going to have two races there now. We got two races going to be there. We're going to finish the race from Knoxville, which we didn't even get the first round of A-gas in. So it's going to be like two races that weekend for the price of one. So that would be a good one to come to. And it's going to be at the Rock. We're excited to be there. I know it's a big facility. I know they've been promoting it. They've been doing a great job so far. So I'm hoping that turns out to be a great place. I'd love to have another track to call home, so.
Oh, yeah. And especially, me and Robert has talked several times about all the hard work they have put into the facility. Of course, they're getting ready for the national event that will be coming there for the NHRA. I think it'll be the first time NHRA's been there since, wasn't it, 89, Robert?
90s.
It was back in the Winston stuff.
Yeah, in the 90s.
Winston was the sponsor. And so it's going to be really great for them to have a national event there, but also with the facilities being upgraded all over the place, it's really great for the spectators to come in. I think the restrooms are all been changed. And I tell you, their concession is really daggum good. The last time I was there, I ate some of their food. So the concession's got really good food, and probably even better now since they've been redoing a lot of stuff.
Yeah. The track is putting a lot of effort to improving, and it's just going to do nothing but help. You're going to showcase Southeast Gas is going to showcase how good Rockingham has become, because I tell you, Southeast Gassers is, and by the way, I have it going on. You can't see it, obviously. I have the qualifying going in from Ringo, going over my shoulder right now. So I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, I also saw somebody talk about the names on the cars. That is something else. They highly recommend everybody name their car, but also painted. Everything hand painted. All the names, all the logos, all that stuff, hand painted. So it's a throwback, and it's definitely the way to go. And I mean, a wide variety: Anglias, 58 Chevrolets, mid 50s cars, Camaros, Novas. There's some Chryslers in there. Definitely a lot of Fords.
A models, yeah.
Yep. Early models and late models. So it's a wide variety. And I tell you, who in the world? And I know they're popular, but well, I don't know about now. But the A-gassers, the Anglias, man, how can you even get in them things?
Yeah, it's tough. Quayne had one. Believe it or not, that's what Ben used to drive. His dad had one back in the early days, and Ben done a copy of it or a replica of it, and that's what he used to drive. But that short wheelbase at the speeds that they used to run compared to the speeds we run now, there is a big difference in that little short wheelbase. And he ended up selling it to Quayne. Then Quayne painted green. You remember I gave him a hard time, called it the Frog and Kermit and everything else. Right. So he ended up selling it. Now the car is in B-gas, which is a better fit for it. And John is actually the guy that owns it now, is making some big strides in that car. I seen him run. I think he was down there this weekend. I think he might be in C-gas. I think he went to C-gas. Yeah, John's in C-gas this year. And him and Jimmy Huff ran, and the old car looked really good and straight. I mean, Jimmy was able to get there a little first, but John was a little late on the light. But the car's starting to really impress me. I think in C-gas it's going to be a perfect fit for the car.
That's not the Executioner, is it?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. It is. Okay, yeah, I saw it. That car is pretty.
Yeah, because I call it Executed. Every time I raced the Quayne, I call it Executed. He always makes fun of my name, like the Chick Magnet and the Stud Muff, and that's his two favorite names, I think. Out there.
Good names.
Just ask him one day what he thinks about them. He loves them.
Mitchell, I got some pictures I need to send you of that car. And the first thing he did, he had the door was open. I was walking around looking at it, snooping and stuff like that, is they had to take and bend the stick over to clear the leg. Yeah. And I'm like going, oh gosh, because you're sitting on top of the linkages, and I'm like going, that is a tight fit.
They clock the transmission a little bit. Is what they do. Clock the transmission and have the shifter up a little bit sideways.
Okay. It still had everything all buttoned up, so I just assumed that they bent the stick over a little bit.
It's probably bent some too, but yeah, I know sometimes they clock that transmission just a little bit to get that shifter away from the knee.
Still, it just makes me think, it's like going, man, it's that tight. It's, but hey, that's what makes it exciting. Because I remember seeing Quayne's boy with the white trash. I can't remember.
That's Quayne's nephew. That's Mitch's son.
Excuse me,
yeah,
Mitch.
that's
Mitch,
Donovan.
Yeah, Donovan. That's it.
Yeah.
And
Donovan was a heck of a wheel man. I wish he could come back, and he may one day. He has a lot of fans. He had a huge following, and he'd be a great asset to Sega. I'd love to see him back out there one day.
Is that car still around?
He sold it to I can't say their last name. Mark, I can't say it. I'm sorry.
Is it out there?
It went up north, and then I think he sold it. Gerald, I can't say his last name. I'm sorry,
it's
Gerald.
All right.
Don't throw rocks at me. Metrodani, and I know I just butchered that up. But he had the car flying too in B-gas. He was doing very well with it, and he sold it, I think, here recently, like within the last year.
Well, I tell you, the wonderful thing about Sega is every time that I see it, it's constantly gaining not only fans but competitors. I see people coming out with new cars and.
Yeah, there's new cars coming in. Oh, some cars is going away. As far as the car count, it was higher back before COVID. Since COVID, it's fell off, and I think I can't remember when COVID was here. Was it 21, 22? I don't remember when it was. They was one year there that they was like almost 100 cars at Shadyside, and then like we're at 60 something now, Right. So it does fall off, but we was trying to do a class for the H gas. We just didn't have enough participants to carry on with it this year. And then AFX, we only had a couple of cars in it, so it's back to exhibition. And I kept hoping that the H gas would take off and people would start coming. If we can get 8 cars there consistent, we'll make it a class again.
Right. I told Mitchell, I said I like the H gas class just because it's not an intro class, so no disrespect to anybody running H-Gas. It's nothing like that. Yeah. But, a little more obtainable parts, a little more realistic on some of the builds as far as the engines and stuff like that. So that's definitely something I would like to pursue if I was ever involved in a SEGA on my dime. I think that'd be really, really cool. Just it's something unique for sure. And quick. And for what they are, they're quick.
Oh, yeah. So, little cars is running high sixes, I think 7.70 high sixes. That's getting it with a 4-cylinder.
Yeah, it is. Yes, it is. It's definitely the way to be. Now, tell us, Leslie, tell us about your marketing partners that'll work with you there in SEGA.
Phew. Well, we got Larry Insurance. We have Summit. We got Molly Motorsports Business. We have Quick Time Performance, which I seen him just chime in here. I'm shocked he's not running his mouth. That's Barry Adler that drives the plastic pigeon, that Corvette. He calls it the Iron Eagle or something.
Yep.
Plastic pigeon. I seen him chime in. Hey, you think I can talk? You get him talking. The only difference is you can't understand what he's saying. That's the only difference.
Man, he was busting my chops when I met him. He goes, "I'm from Carolina. Can't you tell?" And I was like going, "Come on, man."
I don't know what part of Carolina. Carolina, maybe. The song. No. I don't know where he's talking about.
It was way North Carolina.
Way
North Carolina. Yeah. But go ahead.
But anyway, there is golly, you put me on the spot here. There's so many of them that help.
G-Force.
Yeah, G-Force is a huge one. ARP this year come on board. We're proud to have Bob and all of his folks there at ARP. Just an honor to represent them as well. There's several of them there, Mitch. We have Mortgage Options, that does lane sponsors, which is a lender, which I know personally. North Carolina, South Carolina, Florida, and Georgia does loans. Also has an insurance company. There's just a bunch, and I know I'm going to be leaving some. Mickey Thompson, glad to have Mickey Thompson on with us. Ram Clutch, glad to have Ram with us. There is a bunch of them. I don't have no list in front of me. I think I've done pretty good, but I'm going to go ahead and bail out because I know I probably left somebody else.
No, you're all right. You're right. Hey, I also want to tell everybody, Barry, okay, if you're still listening, Barry owns and operates Quick Time Performance, okay, QTP, okay, and the Iron Eagle is a beautiful Corvette. But the best thing I like that he has on his business card, right below his name, Dark Lord of the Sith. I was like going, I've never seen anybody put that on their business card, Barry, and I tip my hat to you.
What's he trying to say there? I can't even see what he's trying to say. That ain't him, okay.
No.
Yeah, Wings Etc. Yeah, thank you, Mary. Yeah, Wings Etc. this year. I mean, it's just the list just goes on of the guys and people that helps us, and we've got to have them. If it wasn't for them, we can't go do this. Everybody knows that this is not for money. If you race in SEGA, you're definitely not doing it for the money. You're doing it for the love of the sport. Mm-hmm. And a lot of us lose focus on what it's about. We all do. We're all competitors, but it's about a show, putting on a good show for the fans.
And it's historical.
Yeah, and everybody can relate to it too, Mitch. I mean, everybody can relate to a 4-speed 55 Chevy 2, a Camaro in the super stock or whatever. Which Camaros is legal in A-gas if somebody wants to build one. Which I think Jeffrey Ferguson is working on one. And if Jeffrey ever comes back, it's going to be bad news for everybody because Jeffrey is a bad dude. He just took his 56 and built a Dragon Drive 56 blown Hemi or something. I don't know what it might be, blown big block, but he's just, I seen him making some passes in it. He posted on, might have been last night or Monday night or something. It's or Sunday night. But yeah, he used to drive the Wild and Woolly with us in AFX.
Okay.
Yeah, I've seen that car
I remember that one.
Oh man, he's a bad dude. He's like a
wanna
land speed record holder or something, like 315 mile an hour in a regular car or something. So if you're on here, Jeffrey, you can clear it all up for everybody.
Man, I tell you, I'd like to see that because I'm trying to remember what land speed cars have gone that fast. There's been a handful of them full body. Yeah, that's impressive to say the least. I tell you, I like to see a 67 in A gas. Man, I talk about a featherweight. Woo, boy, that would be like.
When you're doing the weight per cubic inch, it don't matter. You got to add it back. That's the only thing about it. I would do a Camaro. I think y'all know I'm a big Camaro fan. I've got several first-generation Camaros, and I'm a big 67 Camaro fan. And it's just when you go to building the race cars without having that post there for the windows on the side and stuff, it's just trying to make it look right and not look like a race car. It's kind of hard for me for what I vision Southeast Gasser should look like. So that would be the only kicker for me on that. I would have done one years ago before I got the 55, but now the 55, me and the 55, it's just like I'm like Porter is about his, the Night Stalker, man. I just love that thing, So it's just it's kind of like my identity. Even when I was plastered the wall with the thing, it's thinking about building a new one. I just couldn't do it, so we just fixed it back. And fortunately, we was able to fix it back pretty quick and done a good job on it. And everybody that
heck of a job
to do that, it come back probably better than it was. And believe it or not, that thing smacked the wall that hard and it had 0 frame damage. So that just goes.
That's impressive.
Well, the way Quayne had the car built, and right below the door hinges, he had a bar that went out there, and it took the blunt of the hit, and it didn't even phase it. So we carried over, put on a frame machine, it wasn't even out. It was out a 16th of an inch, and the guy said it was probably out that from the factory because it was just a factory frame from the cowl back. So
that's impressive.
And it's been doing good. And then Brian got to working on it, and the first pass I made, I was at Shady Side, and they was giving me a hard time. Everybody said, "You want to go down the left lane first time?" I said, "Nah, I'm gonna do the right if you don't mind." Let me do the right. They said, "We need somebody to the left." I said, "You let somebody else go. I'll do the right first time."
And they're like, "Why?" He goes, "Long story."
Yeah, no, they was giving me a hard time, but it went straight then. And hey, I want to hit on something too, Robert. You hit on earlier. You was talking about us making a pass and the car's getting a little over. And as long as you stay off the line you're in, you can smack the wall in Southeast Gassers and still be in and still be racing. It's not out of bounds. So you can use it. You can use it to drive you down through there if you can get it. Matter of fact, Kenneth has done it a couple of times. Kenneth Phillips has.
Right.
And I was hoping that's what I was going to do at Shady Side. And all these passes I made at Shady Side, I've never paid attention to that wall. It was like a waffle down there right where you first start. It looked like big waffle holes in it. And it just drove me right in it. But,
yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about over to the left.
Seth told me, he said, if you'd have hit it on down a little bit, it was smoother. I said, yeah, but I hit on down there a little bit further. I've been running 130 mile an hour. I believe I'd take my chances.
You've been all up on that Jersey barrier.
Yeah,
You'd have been taking a flight.
I'd take my chances at 50 mile an hour. So,
right.
Yeah, we have Rockingham joining in tonight, and I want to thank Rockingham for what they have accomplished. Bringing y'all into their facility, and also the NHRA back there, and all the other events that they put on there. They put on a lot of events at Rockingham, and
they do.
I love the track. I love they've done some upgrades, but they kind of also left that nostalgia look to it. And that's what I love about that track. When you stepped out of your car, you felt like you were at a track in the 60s. It just has that vibe. I mean, it's a great vibe. And I hope that never goes away there at Rockingham.
That's what we try to do. That means we try to get people asking, why don't we go to the small tracks and all that stuff? But that's what we try to do. We try to do a mom and pop's type looking setting for our cars. We went to South Georgia, love it. Raul and his wife does a great job down there, but we kind of look like an ant on an elephant down there. So that's a big facility. and that's the only thing about that. But it was a great place and a fast place, and I won down there, so that makes it even better.
I was going to say it was fast.
You on here, Ben? You remember that?
Oh,
what was it to Ben? 003 or 006? I can't remember.
It's something with 2 zeros at the beginning of it. That's all you need to know.
Yeah.
2 zeros and electricity on your side. That's
That's
all you're
right.
trying to say.
There's one other thing I want to talk about, and that's your you working with Lee Craft.
Yes.
Lee has done a lot of great stuff for Southeast Gassers, and I try to tune in every time he goes live, especially when you're on there, to listen what's going on. And I just want to tell Lee that I thank him for his hard work promoting y'all and drag racing.
Yeah, Mitch, and there's a team. It's not just Lee. Lee is the head, but it's got Chris Barrett with Frankstein Garage. I'm hoping I'm saying it right, or Frankstein Garage. He does a great job. And then we got Adam Dobbs on the camera. Then we have Dugenet. Dugenet has his own thing too, called the Not Bland Show. So he does his own podcast too. And all those guys, I'm just going to give you, for instance, Lee's been with us. This is going on his second year. We was at, I think, and I may be a little wrong on these numbers, we was at like 140,000 followers when he come on. We're going to probably be at 300 before we get to Rockingham. I mean, we're already at 296, 84, something like that. So right. That's huge on the Facebook. They've been doing a real good job keeping stuff posted. Our YouTube's picked up almost double what was there. So yeah, I can't say enough for them boys. And we are doing a live at every race. And it's just live. It's just a raw live. So it's not no recorded, go back, fix it, whatever it is. This is what's going on. It's saying all lives. I don't care how good you are. They're going to be some boring times in them when they're just sitting there and the cameras are just running. But we've been able to do that, and it's picked us up. It's picked us up a lot of followers out west and stuff, and people that wouldn't come, and I do get from some tracks sometime, well, I don't want you to have a live here because it makes people not come out and sit in the stands. Well, those other millions of people that can't come is tuning in to us now. And then that also helps down the road too, as y'all know, with sponsors and stuff like that, because you just get so much bigger footprint and people get to know us. And I do get a lot of requests for us to come way out. I mean, somebody the other day messaged me and said, hey, if we can get some sponsors and stuff, can y'all come to California? Well, if I told my guys Southeast Gassers we're going to California, holy smokes, they probably kill me, put me in a box in the ground. a lot of my gasser guys think they can't drive past 40 miles. It gets out of their jurisdiction or something. I don't know.
yeah, they start cringing.
They start saying, oh man, we got a 40 miles. Oh, we can't do that.
Man,
and then you got Greg that drives 4,000 miles about everywhere he goes.
Right.
So,
and everybody, just so you know, we're talking about Lee Craft of Monday Morning Racer. Okay. Yes. And he is really, really good. And also Jerry and his wife of Redline Motorsports Media.
Yes.
They're another group that does excellent work with the Southeast Gassers and the others that he mentioned. Y'all need to tune in on the live. Like I said, I have it playing right now over the screen right here. It's 8-hour feed from Regal. Okay. Mm-hmm. And it's showing qualifying. It'll go right into eliminations, etc. So it's good. Like I said, everybody needs to follow along. And the next time the Southeast Gassers is anywhere near you, pack a lunch, fill up the car, go to the event. You will not be disappointed.
So you got the live feed playing in the background, or it was live?
Yep.
It's recorded now?
Yeah, it's recorded.
Ringo.
Yep.
Yeah. Too bad it didn't get being running into my car and tearing my door off. That would have been a good spot to have on there.
Yeah, so I don't think you got a camera in the lanes.
They didn't have the cameras wasn't in the staging lanes, Ben. So you didn't have to try to take me out there.
Are you going to start carrying cones, put in your trunk?
Yeah,
around your car when you park?
I do. So the little ones that folds out, like the trucks got the red.
Right, reflective ones. Yeah.
Yeah, just whip out. Just when I get out of the car, it's like a walking stick. Just flip that baby out, fold it up.
Well, I think you can get a couple of those from Napa pretty reasonable.
I bet you could.
Oh yeah, you start walking around with the safety vest on every time you're around them.
After this podcast, somebody might send me some of them. Who knows?
Hey, that's true. That's true. Mitch, we might have sent him a safety vest with OTS on it. And it's like going, use wisely. You just send it to whoever you want to send it
put
to.
on the back, Ben, don't hit me.
Yeah, please don't. It's
Well,
not happy days for you, baby.
Here's qualifying. Ben's running up against is it Instigator? Yeah, qualifying. Ben's running against Instigator right now. It is sheer coincidence, Ben. It's
And,
you're
and
pulling up
since
right now.
Ben's on, and since Ben's on here, I mean, Ben, if you would like to come on and be part of the podcast, just reach out to me or Robert, and we'll get you scheduled.
Be more
That
than
way
happy
we can
to.
talk a little bit about your racing career, talk about your car, and dig into what A-gas is for you.
Yeah. When do y'all go on, Mitch? Robert, let him know the dates. Is on. You on what Tuesdays and Thursdays?
We're typically Thursdays, but we'll do them also on Tuesdays, depending on people's schedule. You know what I mean? We'll work with people. We understand everybody's a working man, and Joe just like us. But like I said, we'd love to have you on. And we've had several people from Southeast Gassers on, and we really enjoyed it. Wonderful group of people, wonderful group of racers.
Maybe y'all can get Barry Adler on here, and that way y'all have somebody on here that talks more than I
do. Maybe. I like Barry. When I talked to him, I thought he was cool. It's like, you're all right, man. You're okay.
Really? You must not have got to know him yet. No, Barry, I give Barry a hard time. I like Barry too. He's the best. I like his wife a whole lot better. She's a whole lot sweeter than he is.
Well, I'll take your word for it.
Our invitation to come on the podcast just doesn't stop at Ben. I mean, it could be anybody who drives any of the classes there at Super Gas. I mean, not Super Gas, but Southeast Gas Station would like to come on. You know, they're welcome anytime.
Barry, you're welcome to come on. Strychnine, you're welcome to come on. Patriot, you're welcome to come on. It's an open invite.
And I want to ask you one more thing before you go tonight, Leslie. What are y'all's plans for PRI? Are y'all going to have a car there on the floor this coming year?
We actually, Joker has been working on that too. Barry will be there as well, but I'm not sure if he's planning on carrying his car this year. We kind of missed the boat there on getting a place to set cars up. I didn't really realize that it needed to be then, but there is still some spots available, but it depends on what spots they are. And I'm not going to say we're not going to be there, but I'm not going to say we will be there either at this point. If it works, if it works out, yes, we'll have some there. I would love to Southeast Gassers to have a big booth set up there and maybe take the champion there, you know, maybe A gas or B gas or C gas or something each year was what would be really nice to follow up with, even if we had to team up with Greg Speed Shop out of Waupaca, Wisconsin, or, you know, QTP out of Moore, South Carolina, Spartanburg, South Carolina, something like that. So,
but I'll tell you what, that one year y'all had, I want to say, was it Rocky's car that was there?
My car was there in the spot in the Scott Wires booth 3 years ago, and it was something. That was a big thing there. It was somebody was on it the whole time. I mean, it stayed there. I talked to so many people. That was the first time I had ever been to PRI.
Yeah.
Oh, it was Greg's car that was there.
Yeah, Greg was there in the what booth was he in?
It was on the end cap.
He was there by.
He was in the hallway. Yeah, he was.
Yeah, he was in the hallway by
one of the end caps
the 360 cameras people.
Yeah, and the Power 2 TV. Power 2 TV.
Yep, that's it. That's it.
And I tell you what, there was people piled around that car checking it out every time I walked by. Every time.
That's the first time I met Greg was at PRI when my car was down there. I didn't know who he was, and his car was back in one of the rooms or something, back in one of the conference rooms or something at that time, back there with the farm truck and all that. And he had come up and introduced himself to me, and we hit it off. It's been cool, you know. You think, oh God, here comes this old Yankee. He gonna be rough, but nah, he's been great. They've been great to me. I've been to their place a couple of times now, and Lee and them, they treat me good. I'm looking forward to being out there with them, and also having Bob with me too, Carburetor Bob, having him out there. I think we're gonna have a huge time at the Iowa Car Show. If you had never been to Iowa Car Show, you need to come to the Iowa Car Show. It is huge. I forgot how many acres it is, but it's 500 or 600 acres. I think last year these numbers may be wrong, 25,000 show cars or something like that. And the rest of the field is nothing but vendors. And I wish I could remember these numbers, but it's staggering. Maybe 5,000 vendors or something. I mean, it's absolutely huge.
You can spend all day.
Oh,
every day there.
you can spend 2 weeks
all
there.
week.
Yeah,
A
you
week.
spend 2 weeks there. Yeah, and they keep something
Never
going
see
on.
everything.
They have a lot of celebrity guests and stuff there that comes to. I mean, last year they had Derek from Vice Grip and Emily and her husband, and they was Heather Storm. I mean, there's all kinds of people that shows up there.
Well,
it's a big deal. Y'all look it up if y'all hadn't never seen it, Mr. Robert. It's
I haven't, and we definitely will. We
you,
got to.
you need to. I was stunned when I went the first time, which was last year. Went out there with the Joker and hung out with them, and it was really something to see. It really is. It's a once in a lifetime type thing. If you got to put something on your bucket list, put the Iowa Car Show on your bucket list.
Makes sense. Now, tell me something. Do you know of anybody that's going to be going to the Tri-Fi with something?
I wanted
Sega?
to go this year. I'm not, but it's kind of conflicting with something. I don't remember when is the Tri-Fi. I can't remember.
It's in August, second week of August.
Yeah,
I think. I don't have the date right in front of me.
I got some reason that I couldn't pull it off. I wanted to go. I talked to the guy up there about it, and I just couldn't do it. I can't remember why right now. But.
Well, I tell you, if somebody from the Southeast Gassers does go up there and run at the Tri-Fi, let me know. I'll put a camera in your car if you want.
Yeah. Well, I'm not sure if Stalker's going or not. Not Stalker. He may. He usually goes.
I hope so.
And damn it, Bob usually goes too. Alfred Adams. He was there last year as well.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah, I remember that car.
Yeah. So he's a good one to hang out with. You'll definitely be laughing and have fun if you hang out with Alfred Adams and the Damn It Bob crew. You'll have a good time, especially about dark time.
Oh, okay. I got you. Oh, dark 30 somewhere. I got you. But yeah, anybody that's listening to this podcast, if you're planning on going to the Tri-5, whether to spectate or participate, just hit me up. Just reach out to Mitchell and I on here or through Leslie or whatever. And like I said, just let me know and we'll be in contact and we'll talk to you when we get there. Because that'll be good. Ben Helms probably will be. He was there last year.
Yeah, Ben Helms. Yeah.
What did Ben race?
Pucker time. He's got that real pretty blue 55. That thing stands out like nobody's business. It stands out more than any car out there.
I guarantee he's on my videos from last year.
Yeah, no, he is. It's blue and then it's got the red stripes on the top. White. It's a pretty car. Ben and his family is a great family. They done some work for me on my old 4-door car, and they done some work on that old 57. They bleed Tri-Fi. I mean, they are Tri-Fi blood. That's what they do. Even his son, his nickname is called Little Chevy. That's what they call him. So, and I'm gonna tell you, Little Chevy knows more about 56 Chevy than anybody that I know. He can tell you about all the special cars, any molding that goes for it that's special, that's different. There ain't nothing that Little Chevy don't know. So shout out to Little Chevy Hams.
All right, Little Chevy. Hey, Little Chevy, if you're listening to this, if you know anybody that is listening to this, I'm looking for a matching set of WCFBs. Okay, they don't have to be correct part number, but a matching set I want to put on my street car. Okay, so keep me in mind. you know. But anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to do a plug on something else, like getting off topic here.
Yeah, well, I've done about 20 of them. You can
you're fine. But I tell you now, how can everybody follow along for both you and for Southeast Gassers?
SoutheastGassers.com. My chick magnet is down here on the bottom. It's SEGA 55 Chevy Chick Magnet Racing. Y'all go on there and follow. I try to do my own personal stuff and SEGA stuff too. I try to keep them separate. I try not to combine them together much. I do more of my personal stuff. You know, I might be peeling one of my Camaros or something here in the shop, or I might be riding down the road and something. I try to post a little more stuff on there, and I try to do lives when I can at some of these events. You know, walk through, talk to people. But most of the time where we go, we don't have no darn phone service. So I got a Starlink, but once I get past 20, 30 foot from my rig, I lose it. So
yeah.
Anyway, so I try to keep them separate. But yeah, y'all go follow me, and I try. I don't overpost. Greg gets on to me. Greg Stealth from Greg's Speed Shop. He gets on to me, tells me I need to post more, but it's just hard for me to come up with the time. I probably need to make the time, but it just seems like I'm constantly always on the go.
That's true. You're constantly working. Now, we also encourage everybody to follow there's many other people that are on here, including the Joker, the Patriot, Strict 9,
Bunch of them, yeah. Just
bunch of them.
Most of them's got Sega in front of them. If you just put in Sega SEGA,
Yep.
It'll pop up most of them.
Absolutely.
I know quick draws.
That's
got
it.
one. Greg, the Night Stalker, his is
it's not Night Stalker. It's something else.
It's Greg. It's 123 Greg Speed Shop or 123 Greg Speed Shop.
Yep.
Something like that. Sorry, Stalker. I get yours and Greg Stales mixed up. I'm sorry.
It's all right. He gets it though. He gets it. But like I said, we encourage everybody to follow along for not only on Southeast Gasser's site, but also for Leslie's site and the other participants, because you get to see a lot. I'll follow along with people, and I'll probably be a Tri-Fi spectating. Yep. Austin, hey, look me up, buddy. Hit me up. I'll be there.
He'll have a big straw hat.
Yeah, oh yeah, big one.
Yeah,
And,
I know. First time I seen him with that thing, I didn't even recognize him. I think
No, he didn't.
What didn't you have it on down at South Georgia or something?
Yep.
Yeah. He come on and I was like, "Who's this dude? This Farmer Bill? Who this guy is?" He didn't even look the same. I was like, "Who's this?" So,
you ignored me like I was asking for money.
Yeah, who's this guy? No, you don't have to worry about me ignoring nobody. I mean, I tell you, I talked about anybody, and I talk your ears off sometimes. Now,
I know,
if I'm hurt or fixing something now, I'm dead.
Oh, that's different.
But
that's different. Yeah, Mitch and I, we have a rule whenever we go to events and recover and stuff like that. If you're working on your stuff, if you're getting ready to get in your car, you know what I mean? If you're getting in that headspace, leave you alone.
Yeah.
Leave the crew alone. Get out of the way. And it bugs Mitch and I when we see people come up and stick a camera right in somebody's face and a microphone, whatever. I'm like going,
especially if you're in the staging lanes. If you're in the staging lanes and you sitting in your car and you got your helmet and stuff on, don't open no door on nobody's car. You just keep on walking.
No.
Like when I go to national events and I'm walking in the staging lanes, say for instance, I see Justin Ashley sitting in his top fuel dragster, and he'll look over at you and go, "Can I can I take a picture?" And they usually give you a thumbs up. You go there, take a picture, and I leave.
Yeah.
Some of them
that's still okay though, Mitch. I mean, just taking a picture is fine, but don't open the door and try to talk to them or take something.
No, I grew up in the era. Somebody opened your door, you don't know. No. No, something get ready to happen.
Hey, listen, we need to plug Rockingham again too, and let everybody know that we are having a race. And I hope this date is right. I'm pretty sure 7/31. It's 31 days in July this year, I believe. So 7/31 we'll be having a race there along with 8/1. So that will be 2 races for 1. Y'all come out, hang out. Need to come to Rockingham. We're excited to be there. The track looks like it's going to be a great fit. I know it's a big track, but we need to try to pack that thing out if we can. I'd love for us to see 6,000 people there. It'd be great. So let's shoot for that number. Y'all come on out and have a good time. Enjoy the concession stands. Enjoy the pits. Come through, talk to everybody, sit in the cars, get your pictures took. Whatever you want to do, just come hang out with us. And I promise you come to one of our events, it ain't like some of these other events where they rope around the car and you can't talk to nobody and they won't speak to you. Most of these guys will talk your ears off. You'll be like, God, I ain't never stopping talk. I ain't gonna never stop talking to them guys again. So.
No. Hey, Mitch, can you put that flyer back up if you get a second?
Sure. Yeah, and we're also going to put it on our page. I usually put those flyers on the page for y'all's events.
And I can honestly tell you this, ladies and gentlemen, when Mitch and I went to the Southeast Gassers there in Georgia, okay, we were just walking around. We didn't have no logos on, nothing like that. And everybody, and I mean everybody we spoke to was super nice. Come on in, take a look at this. And they didn't know us from Adam, period. Okay, some of the nicest people you're going to meet. So feel free. When you go to the events, you'll learn more about it. Absolutely, Mike, SEGA is a family.
Yeah, and I want to mention, you look at the bottom of that flyer there, you see all those companies down there that is, sponsoring the event. If you need something, go visit those companies. Go see them. The ones who take it out of their money out of their pocket to help sponsor or become marketing partners. Go show them your business.
Absolutely. We encourage that. And if anybody's in the South Carolina area near you, buddy, anybody need a house, you need to look them up.
Yeah, south in North Carolina, but I kind of stay from Charlotte back towards South Carolina, and then from Polk County down through South Carolina. I don't get too far up in North Carolina, but yeah, in South Carolina, if you need something, I can help you out. If you need something down at the beach, I'm a member down there as well. So anything that I can help you out with, if I can't help you, I can find somebody that can help you.
So you can't help me like in Waynesville and Cherokee, North
Yeah.
Carolina.
Yeah.
You can? Okay.
Yeah. It might not be personally me helping, but I'll definitely get somebody to help you up there.
Yeah. I remember, Leslie, land used to be up there. You could buy an acre, I want to say less than $6,000. And this was probably back around 99, 2000. It ain't that cheap anymore because I look.
It's terrible here. I'll give you, for instance, back in 20, I was helping a builder build some houses. I wasn't helping them. I was doing some financing on the houses for them while they built them. And we bought a little lot up here in Chesney. We paid $8,000 for this lot. It had been on the market for like 2 years, and it had been asking $12,000 for it. Anyway, we built that house, sold it, was done with it in 36 days, everything, complete turnkey deal. And that was the very first one I done with this builder. And unfortunately, we done a lot since then, but he unfortunately, 38 years old, had a massive heart attack walking through the airport a year and a half ago. So that was a tough one. So that was a big loss to me all the way around too, because we done so much stuff together. I sure do miss old Paul, but yeah, it's crazy. A lot here. I sold a lot to this same builder, Paul. I sold a lot over here in Boiling Springs, which wasn't 3 miles from that lot I was telling you about, and it was 0.55. He paid $65,000 for a half acre. So it's crazy what it is right now.
I wish I bought a lot of land back then when I was up there living in that area, because what it's worth right now is
Well, see, I used to wouldn't buy land because I was like, well, there ain't no income coming off of it. So I was buying houses and making rentals and stuff out of it. And I thought that was the way to go. But I sure wish I could back up to and buy some land and sit on it. But because some of this land, these developers is buying, 30 acres, 1.1, 1.2 million, it's a lot of money. There was one over here that sold, I think it was 80 acres, sold for 3.5 million. And they've been working on it now for 6 months, grading and stuff. So I can't even imagine what that bill is, doing all the grading and stuff and all the land. It was all wooded. They had to clear it out. But anyway, we're getting completely off subject of racing.
Yeah, we're trying to get you some business.
Yeah, that's okay.
That's what we're trying to do.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
But I tell you, Leslie, we appreciate you coming on again tonight and talking to us with your crazy busy schedule. And we look forward to seeing how the next race goes for you.
Oh yeah, like I say, just keep all these sponsors in mind, guys. If y'all need anything, ARP. I'm gonna look here. I'm gonna put the clicks on.
Do it right
here. Man, look how much smarter I look. I mean, I looked smart before, but look how good I look with them.
You see the numbers over your head going up?
Yeah, that's it. Look, wrinkles. That's wrinkles. That ain't numbers.
I wasn't saying that. I said numbers over your head. Don't give me that. Okay.
G4 Summit, Molly Motorsports, QTP. Performance, Quick Time Performance, ARP, Robbins Repairables. Robbins Repairables is one of my main sponsors on my car. They've been with me for, I guess, ever since I started in 2018. They've been right there with me every year. They sponsor all the races at Shady Side for the last 7 years. Can't thank them boys enough. Harbin's Mechanical out of Georgia. He's been with us for several years now, sponsoring races. He does commercial heat and air stuff in the Atlanta metro area. If you ever need anything down there, Mortgage Options, they do mortgages for anything, for houses, mobile homes, you name it, investment properties. It's got you covered South Carolina, North Carolina, Florida, and Georgia. We've got Ram Clutches, been with me since day one. Mickey Thompson Tires. We got John at Bullet Cams. He come on with us this year and helped us a little what he could do. We really appreciate John. We've even got Hot Wheels that he's doing a little bit of stuff, making some cars and stuff for us with Hot Wheels.
And you can buy them on y'all's website with T-shirts and all kinds of swag.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and then we got Gasser Gear to get all your swag from Stephen and Holly Smith. They do a great job. Come to all the races, set up, sell. They sell all the Gasser stuff. That's their gig. That's what they do. All of us racers, or 90% of us racers, have our own shirts. You can buy them at the events. I've got koozie shirts, stickers, stuff like that if you ever need anything. So anyway, y'all guys come on out. I'm rambling now, and I probably didn't overstayed my welcome. And
No,
No,
never.
anytime.
everybody. I really enjoyed this. I really enjoyed this, guys. It went good. It was easy to talk. You caught me in a good talking mood tonight. It worked out good, and I'm just glad I had that reminder on my phone, Mitch. I'm telling you, I was just getting it. I was slamming across town. That thing popped up and said 7 o'clock. I'm like, oh no, I ain't got enough time.
Robert always worries, says, "Hey, did you tell him? Did you?" I said, "Yeah, I sent a thing saying, the little thing to you that I made up for the show and everything. You gave me a thumbs up, so I was like, okay, we're good."
Yeah.
But hey, you're like me. When you're busy, things start laying over the top of things, and before you know, you forgot. Robert has called me before and said, "Hey, have you forgot? We got a podcast tonight."
Oh,
It has happened.
It's not just that, Mitch. I tell you another thing too. It's them birthdays. Them birthdays will start stacking on top of you too.
No, I don't even try.
Oh, shoot, I'm older than both y'all boys.
I don't even try. It's like I tell everybody ahead of time, like going, look, there's a couple things to guarantee. One, I can't remember names. Two, birthdays is right behind it. It's just not going to happen. It takes time.
Yeah.
So, but it's okay. But it's part of it. But I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, also, I'm glad we're talking face-to-face, Leslie, compared to last time, because we met in the airport at Indy. Okay, Mitch saw him across the way, and I don't know, reading something, playing on my phone, whatever like that. I don't remember what it was. Man, something come up and brushed up behind me and turned around. This big old guy standing there. And I'm like going, oh, man, you had me dead to right, whatever it was. I jumped a little bit, He said Mitch told me to do that, so...
What it was, I posted a picture of outside, and Leslie seen it and says, "Man, they must be here in the airport because
that's when we was snowed in, right? Yeah. Man, we missed that flight by just minutes, dude. If we'd have been on that other flight, we'd have got out of there. But we ended up staying there 8 hours or so.
Oh, something. We got a hotel room. We flew out the next day.
Oh,
we didn't fly out until 9:30 the next day.
Yeah,
and then we went to DC instead of Chicago.
Oh wow! Well, we finally got out. I think where was we at? Was we in Chicago then, or had we made it to Chicago?
No, not yet. No, you were going to Chicago.
Yeah, we changed it.
And I felt for you. I was like going, he's going where? You're like going, we'll see.
That was a real treat. It's about like when I was at the whole car show last year. Greg took me to the airport. And I believe it or not, guys, I hadn't even flew that much until the SEGA thing. I hadn't even flew to like 3 years ago, and so I'm going in. I'm thinking, let's just say the time was supposed to be at 7:45. I'm there at 6:45. I'm going through. I got my bag. There's this huge line going through. What is it? What do you do? We check your bags. The
security.
TSA.
Yeah. So I'm in this line. I sit in this line. I walk up to there, and he says, "You supposed to be in that line over there." So I'm like, oh, crap. So I'll go get back in this line. I'm still looking at my watch. Oh, I still got 15 minutes. I walk around the corner. It was ghost town. I'm like, where's everybody at? It's gone. So
Oops.
I missed that flight. So anyway, to make a long story short, I was supposed to have been home like 2 hours. I got home like 20 hours later. I was like livid, man. So, but
hey, when you fly,
when
you fly, you got to have a sense of humor.
Yeah, you got that right.
Boy,
my sense of humor had left that morning, but it came back after about 2 or 3 phone calls. It
had to. You had no choice.
Yeah.
Some things you just can't fight.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, Leslie, we appreciate it, buddy. You coming on again tonight, and we wish you and your family and everybody nothing but the best.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
And we hope to see you again this year. Hope to see you at PRI.
I hope to see you at one of the races. I hope y'all can make one of them, and also SoutheastGassers.com. Don't forget about us, Southeast Gasser Association. Y'all go follow it. Y'all do. Ask me anything you need to ask me.
Absolutely. You got a question? Here's the man. If he doesn't have an answer, he'll get you one.
That's right. Might not be the one you want to hear. It might not be the right one, but
I wasn't going to say that.
I'll make you think it's the right one.
I wasn't going to say that. I was leaving it wide open. I was leaving it on a good note. And there you go. It might not be the one you like. Like, oh, come on, man. You know.
All right, guys. Thank you.
All right, you
my
take
friend.
care, Leslie.
Have a good night, Leslie. Take care, buddy.
All right, bye.
Bye.
I'll tell you what a great show tonight. And I just wanted to, I'll tell you what, we're going to take a little commercial break real quick. And when we get back, we'll close down the show and let everyone know who's our next guest that will be coming on the podcast.
I don't even know who it is.
I do.
Okay.
Reliability to drive thousands of miles. Confidence for those who fly high. Redline oil products give you the power to crush the competition. And a track record of being the best. Redline oil products. You push it to the limit. We'll protect it.
Ready to take your engine to the next level? Scorpion Racing Products delivers precision-engineered, high-performance rocker arms that dominate the track. 100% CNC machined in the USA with aerospace-grade aluminum for unmatched strength and durability. Our rocker arms handle extreme conditions with multiple ratios available to fit your needs. Backed by our exclusive lifetime warranty. When performance matters, choose Scorpion Racing Products. Proven, reliable, unstoppable.
With more than 30 years of engine and drivetrain experience, Big Stuff is your one-stop total power management solution. Whether you're controlling a 600 horsepower street car and want the best drivability, or have a 6,000 horsepower race car, need the most bulletproof, reliable control hardware, Big Stuff can do it all. All of our components are designed and manufactured right here in the USA, including our computers, wiring harnesses, touchscreen displays, and more. Nothing is built offshore, and we take pride in being one of the only automotive aftermarket manufacturers that can say this. Learn more at bigstuff3efi.com or connect with us on Facebook and Instagram for more information.
Yeah, so we want to mention who's coming on next on our podcast, and that's going to be Bobby Bennett from Competition Plus. He's going to be joining us, and we're going to talk about everything that they do behind the scenes of racing. Bobby has done some excellent work, has wrote some great articles, and so we want to talk to him a little bit about that side of the business. We always, talk to racers and crew chiefs, but I believe that side is also equally important.
Yeah.
And then right now, scheduled on the 21st of July, we're going to have Matty Gordon, which is coming off her first NHRA Top Fuel victory this past weekend up in Norwalk. I tell you what, I know she was probably a bundle of fun after she got that Wally.
That's an understatement.
Yeah, she's very outspoken, just a wonderful person. And, to see someone in her rookie year to be able to accomplish what she has already speaks a lot of volume of what her career may look like 5 or 10 years down the road.
Agreed. Yeah, we're looking forward to that. And congratulations to her and to others, because she won Top Fuel. Ron Capps won Funny Car.
Yes, double up.
So Ron Capps Motorsports won both professional classes. That's and you're right. She's just a bundle of energy. Whenever you see her in person, she's always smiling, always upbeat, and so she carries that over. So we're looking forward to that. But also back to Bobby Bennett. Bobby Bennett of Competition Plus, over 25 years in the social media racing news business, primarily drag racing.
Yes.
Business. Does phenomenal work. Really, really do. Both writing articles. Thank you, Austin. Appreciate it, buddy.
Yep, really do.
Appreciate it. Does some fantastic work. So to me and Mitchell and I, we can consider it an honor for him to come on because I don't believe he does a whole lot of interviews. He's primarily giving them. He's not usually the one
Right.
reversing the World Competition Plus because, like I said, they do great articles, have videos and other stuff like that, and they go to all the national events. He's constantly up there writing articles as people taking pictures and stuff, so he does a great job. But also want to tell everybody thank you for following us here on the Spot Motorsports Media. And if you currently are not following us, you need to on both Facebook, our YouTube channel, because we're trying to get the numbers up. We really need them to get up there. And also our Instagram page. This interview will be uploaded, like I said, on YouTube, but it'll also be uploaded on Spotify here soon. So you'll have different platforms to go back and listen to.
Yeah. And also, yes, it was really great to see Sadie Glenn get a victory this weekend.
Yeah.
You know, if she's not behind the wheel, she's standing out there by the walls, taking photos, doing everything on her side of the media. And she's such a wonderful person. When I first started, you know, going to the events and covering them as media, you know, she was one of the ones that came straight up to me, talked to me, asked me who I was with, and just kind of, you know, gave me a big welcome to that type of platform. And so I actually wrote an article on her win. It's on her page. There's one about Ron Capps and Matty Gordon on there, and also Richard Gaston. You know, they also was
yes.
won and runner-up in the Pro Stock Motorcycle class. And I told everybody at the beginning of the year, this is going to be a really great year for Pro Stock Motorcycle, and it has turned out that way. Go look at the point standings. I'm going to post them tomorrow. I just wanted to make sure everything was correct before I posted those results after Norwalk. But go look how close they are from first all the way down to fifth.
Oh, yeah.
It's tight. It is definitely the Vance and Hines, Matt Smith racing battle. And I tell you what, hats off to Joey Gladstone for you know, covering the past two races for Matt Smith. You know, he struggled a little bit there on the first race in Bristol, but man, he was back to veteran form by Norwalk. You know, just shows how talented these guys are. They can walk away for a little while, and you know, after a race, they can jump right back on these things and be back in the hunt again. But we are actually looking forward to seeing Matt Smith back. And he's going to have to time off because over the next couple of events, Pro Stock Motorcycle will not be contested. So they will not be contested again, I think, until the U.S. Nationals.
Ooh.
Now, so that gives him plenty time to heal.
Now, wasn't Joey doing the transmissions for Matt Latino? He was doing the transmission.
Yes, that is correct.
Okay. So, yeah, it's cool. He goes from two-wheel to working on Pro Stocks, and then he's just called up. It's like going, hey, can you cover? Sure. He goes back to Pro Stock Motorcycle, and then, I mean, the man is skilled. He's very, very talented. I had a chance to talk to him at the Gators, and it was really cool to talk to him.
I imagine he's still over there with a Latino when he's not racing a bike. Matt Smith and them's doing all the tune-up stuff and working on the bikes while he's back over there with Matt's team back on the transmission.
Maybe.
I can't confirm that, but I would not doubt it. Joey's a very talented person.
Oh, he is, but he's also, from what I gather, very focused. So if his job is there to ride the bike and focus on the bike, he's going to focus on it. You know what I mean? If it's a test session, I could see him going back and forth, you know, helping. But anyway, but we never know. We don't know. We'll have to wait and see. So, Austin, buddy, hit me up whenever you go to the Tri-5. Okay, let me know. Now, I plan on going out and seeing Keaton and the gang out there at the shop one of those days. I got to reach out and see when a good day to come by. Yeah. So I got plans over there and another interview already set up. So with Mandela. So we're gonna see. But anyway, my friend, yeah, definitely hit me up. Let me know something. And if you're there with somebody, let me know as far as with a car. That'd be really, really cool. But Also, we want to thank all the people that work side by side with us and have come on board this year, which would include Redline Synthetic. I tell you, we've had Mitchell and I got Redline in both of our vehicles. We've been running for several years, and we know many people that's run them with great success. They work with racers of all times, from professionals on down to sportsmen to regular runarounds. We encourage everybody, if you got anything that needs lubrication, go to Redline Synthetic.
Also, we want to thank Scorpion Racing Products, located in Ocala, Florida. So if you need some parts for your valve train, look no further than Scorpion Racing Products. Hey, they are also racers for racers. So give them a call, and they'll take care of you.
And then we also have a couple more marketing partners, including Big Stuff Total Power Management. If you have any kind of fuel injection needs, anything, whether it be custom or OEM replacement, standalone, anything, you need to look up Big Stuff. No matter single cylinder up to however many cylinders you want to get involved with. You need to look them up and talk to them. They made in America, quality being number one, and they're racers for racers, both tuners, developers, everything. And they got some of the coolest dashes that will go with any kind of data logger system that you have. So you got a fuel injection need, look up Big Stuff.
And they're tied up with DC Inc., which can offer you some better benefits of checking cylinder pressures and all of that stuff, lifetime pressure checks and stuff. So go check them out as well. And of course, we want to thank GRE Signs, Tim Goolsby, and Newberry, Florida. I tell you what, if you need your car wrapped, you need T-shirts, hats made, banners, anything of that nature, give Tim Goolsby a call at GRE Signs. Hey, and even if you live outside the area, not a problem. You tell them what you would need, they'll make it, and they'll ship it to you.
And also, we want to welcome Larice Motorsports Insurance. Larice, as it sounds, they insure or can insure race cars. That's right, race cars, trailers, contents of trailers, drag racing, circle track, and other things. They are racers themselves, so they understand the needs. Now, we've seen several examples this year of people that have had unfortunate situations happen, some on the track, some off the track, and Larice was first and foremost to step up and to help start the healing process to take care of the racer and their needs. So we encourage everybody to look up Larice Motorsports Insurance.
And again, me and Robert, we want to thank everyone for joining us tonight. And like I said, don't forget to stay tuned to the page, find out what other guests that we may be having on, because we're always adding. And also, if you have a particular person that you would like us to reach out to try to get them on the podcast, send them their name to us, and we'll reach out to them and try to get them scheduled. But again, everyone, thank you again for following us tonight. And take care and see you next time.
Have a good night, everybody.